Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Tag Me. My name is Ben, and today we are going to continue our journey on startup here. And before I get too deep into it, I just want to give you a quick update as far as the schedule that we're going to be on for, looking forward. And an apology, because first off, I'm sorry that I missed you all on Monday. I had a personal thing come up and unfortunately couldn't make it, but I think moving forward, we're going to plan on 2 p.m. on Fridays, 2 p.m. Pacific time, Fridays, every week, and move forward with that schedule. That way it's right after my weekly local meetup, which is really great because I can come in with updates on how the decks have been doing or things that have been going on in my area, and I have some, hopefully, updates about what's coming on this weekend or during the weekend locally, which is really good. So I think that's what we're going to do moving forward. But without too much, I've had a really good week besides that. And, I've had a good week of climbing. It's been really, really great. So I'm really excited. I got to go play Netrunner in person yesterday. We went out to Pasadena, which is, I'm in Burbank area. So, Pasadena's a little bit further away, but great group of people. We got a good, I think we had like 7 or 8 people there. And a lot of people have been focusing on startup there too, which has been really exciting. And I was able to play all of the decks that I've been showing you and seeing some more feedback, seeing what's been working and what's not. And I'm really excited because this Arasana deck that we tuned last week has been working really, really well. It's done well on Jiteki, it's done well on in-person events. Yesterday I played in a game where I got my DZMZs up really early, and I had my coalescence going. Everything was just flowing super, super well. So I'm hoping we can get in a game with that one today. I'm gonna see if we can start there. So let's see what we can find here. Hop in, get a runner game. How's your week been? Hope everyone's had a good week. And coming up into the weekend, I'm very excited for the Super Bowl. And it pains me because I don't particularly want anybody to win. Really? It's one of those things where I'm a fan of the Giants, right? So, which is in the same division as the Eagles. And it's definitely contentious because I don't want to see the Eagles get a ring. And Saquon left us, for the Eagles, so it hurts. It hurts. Yeah, but I don't want to see the Chiefs. I don't know. I watched Tom Brady and everything. So I was, I'm kind of over seeing the consistent champions every year or so. I mean, I guess we have that with the Eagles too. But, either way, it'll be a good game. I would think I would rather see Saquon get a ring, than Mahomes, but that's neither here nor there. That's not Netrunner. We got an opponent. We're going to call him Vendetta, and we got an Epiphany deck, which is super cool. I love this ID. I've actually been playing this a lot in Startup. Oops, let me get back to where you actually want to be. There we go. So, yeah, I've been playing this ID. Get my face out of the way. It's probably been there for a long time, huh? Okay. In Startup, which means what they do is that, or in Standard, I should say, the first time each turn, the runner steals or trashes a corp card, place 1 power counter on this identity, and then you can spend a click and a power counter to install one of the 3 cards if you want. This gives you really nice information, but really this is usually used to play Stoke the Flames or Stoke the Embers, I believe. And it lets you fast advance stuff out. So I'm expecting that to be in here. Probably a Hollow Man. That could actually be what they're protecting over R&D, which is a clever little play. But I think we want to get some economy down here. Let's get DZMZ and Coalescence and take some money off Coalescence. DZMZ is going to be really good for the foreseeable future because it's going to give us a discount every single time that we play programs. So the first program that we install each turn costs 1 less. This is going to be especially good once we have our Slap Vandals up and things that we can install clicklessly with Arasana's ability during a run because the Slap Vandal is a Trojan, and then with cards like Urban Art, Vernissage, we can pull those cards back to our hand and get discounts even further when we play more cards. So it's pretty good. It's been working really, really well, but we'll see how this one goes. Some of these cards we don't really want early, like the Conduit, I don't love. I'm probably going to trash that and draw through it. But getting a Cleaver early is good, because I expect we're going to see a ping in startup here. I do want to use my DZMZ, so I think we draw. Another Physarum isn't what we want to do. We can always dump a Lily Pad. We could dump the Lily Pad and a Cleaver, actually, with Click Click, which might be worth it just to make sure we get the value out of our cards and then click for a credit. Yeah, let's just do it and set up a little bit. Slap Vandal, gain a credit. Okay. So that's fine. They're not really putting out too much of a threat. The Slap Vandal's really, really good too, because that's going to help us get through a number of other things. This is, as I mentioned before, we can install this during a run with Arasana, so it's pretty good for us, I think, all things considered. Also, sorry if you get the slurps in the microphone. I watch too much James Hoffman, too, so. Coffee, you gotta slurp. Gotta get that air in there, you know? Aerates everything. It's the same thing we do with wine. Come on. Alright, so they're showing us a thread. Installing something else over here. It could be a Gatekeeper, could be a Drafter. Both of them are pretty good. But, I mean, we have a Barrier Breaker and we have the Physarums. So we have quite a bit of leverage here, and it's possible that this is going to give us a tag, but let's gain some credits. Do we want to run last click? I mean, if we're tagged, I don't think it's the worst thing for us. We have no resource for them to trash. That's their biggest concern, and I don't think they're going to kill us. They might just get some leverage, but I think for us pushing this and forcing them to res stuff, yeah, so we're going to get a tag. That's unfortunate, but actually something we have planned for. Oh, they're playing Sudden Commandment. Interesting. This might be a combo deck. So we'll have to keep that in mind. But we have options to get through this. Another one? Woof. All right. Well, let's keep on keeping on. All right. King making. Cool. Super cool. Now I'm a bit more worried about these tags because I don't know what this deck is, which is super cool. Like, one of the most exciting things about startup, I think, is that there is a lot of diversity because people are trying new things. This is a really fun playground, and I love that. But I'm curious what they're going to do here, because I think we got in a pretty decent spot. Now that we know they're a king-making deck, we also know that they are going to want to, like, have a bunch of agendas, a bunch of small agendas. So them leaving HQ open here could actually be a problem for them. I'm honestly wondering whether we want to worry about how much we want to worry about these tags, but oh, well, apparently that much, huh? Apparently enough. Why do that though? They know we can get in. I'm not gonna take this bait. It's probably just like a 1-pointer or something. So are we gonna install? Do we want to install for free? No. Make a run. I guess we do. And we just install. No, we don't install, do we? No, let's just draw. Okay. Let's click for some credits. We need money regardless of what we do. Pitch a Slap Vandal. I don't think we need 2 with this board state. Actually, arguably, we probably should trash the Conduit, but I think they're not going to have super strong ice. Oh, okay. That's fine. They spent a number of credits and cards for that, so It is a bit inconvenient, but let's... Oh, man, we do have money cards in our deck. Let's just click for 4 credits. We don't have tempo, but neither do they. Neither one of us are in a great spot, so, you know, it's a fun situation to be in. Ooh, I do not think I have my heights right today. Let's give this a little bit more, huh? There we go. Okay. All right. What did they do? Hedge fund. Hedge fund install. Okay. Start. Let's see. We could pressure R&D a little bit. I'm kind of into that. Just to see. We also just really don't have money, but that could also get us a card draw. So let's run R&D. Let's see what they got. I mean, if this is an amaze or something, this might just mean we play Tag Me this game and hope we can win before the Psycho beats us. Barrier. Game 1 for each tag the runner has and the run. Okay. The money is going to be an issue. I think... Oh, and it's a barrier, huh? Let's let that... Could slap and break for 1 credit. I think we want to get in. Let's just put a Slap Vandal on it. Draw a card. Docklands Pass. That's really good. And we will break the end the run. Fire. Continue. They gain some bucks back, so the capacitor... 2 strength for that ice. It's pretty good. Oh, because we're tagged. That's why it's +5 strength. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's get the card from the deck. Sansan. Can't do anything about that. Hollow Man. I kind of expected that. We are going to have to trash it. I would love to slam this down, but right now we don't have the money. So I think we credit. And kind of, yeah, I'm feeling the tag me vibe here. The Docklands Pass I want to slam and run. Like, we know that they have the Sansan in hand now, but we haven't really checked anything else. Like, we've just let them install, especially now with the Spin. Well, now with the Spin Doctor, they're probably going to have something in archives unless they install a bunch of things here. I'm assuming we're going to get something protecting. Yeah, that's what I thought. We're not going to keep getting a free HQ run. We can still apply pressure there easily enough. So not the absolute worst thing. And another thing there, huh? Man, I really do want to slam this and check. Fizerum installs for free, so we just have a few credits there, and it draws us a card. And it's 2 cards? I do think we do it. Let's gain a credit. Docklands Pass. I don't think it's going to have more than 3 subroutines. Run HQ. Yeah, run HQ. Let's see. Let's get in. I don't think we're gonna get away too much. Okay, cool. That's gonna let us encounter a little bit. Use the Fizerum to get past. Reversed accounts. Great. King making. Excellent. Hollow Man. Great. Why do I only have 1 tag now? Oh, because they removed 1. Gain credit. Did this cost 1 too? Did they play a card? Did I miss something? Psycho doesn't cost 1. I thought I had 3 tags. Well, you know what? I'm not mad. I'm going to trust that they played a card. Draw a card, installed in server 1, draw a card. Okay, so that's an upgrade. So that's probably the Sansan or the Hollow Man that we saw. Pulling the second king making out of the hand is pretty good. Let's start our turn. I do think we actually end up clearing this tag. We're well up. We only have 1 now, and it makes this so much easier. So let's install the telework, hit the telework, clear the tag, and draw. And diesel. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And our opponent doesn't have money here. So he is in kind of a bit of a rut. Like, it's a lot to get into HQ, but capacitor is one credit for us to get through now. And we don't even need to use our cleaver if we don't have to. I mean, I would love to. I'd love to see an urban art, and maybe we can hit it with the diesel and get that going. But our opponent's in a bit of a tough spot, I think, because the remote's blown up, right? We can get in there without a problem. Ooh, and you see they're playing Planogram. Oh, no, they're shuffling it back in, so never mind. But yeah, I think our opponent's in a bit of a tough spot, because none of these are expensive for us to get through anymore. And without the tags, this deck is going to struggle a little bit, I think, to put a lot of pressure on us. Like the capacitor, as I mentioned, to shut off. The psychographics that they used for the reversed accounts is shut off. So, super curious. This could just be the Hollow Man and the Sand. We know that they have both. And I'm kind of leaning towards thinking that. I think we go slow. Let's run and check server 3. Breach. Click right now. Enter your hand and install in server 2. I think this will fix it. I think. Cool. All good. Cool. All good. Easy fix. So I think we ignore that for right now. I think we just diesel. Okay. Cool. I like what we're kind of getting at here. I don't want to show the echelon. I think our opponent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we just install the echelon? Let's do it. YOLO. Let's draw a card. Let's use our stuff. Yeah, let's use our stuff. Trust. Put trust in the deck, and it will give the things that you need. We know we have 3 urban arts, so this is clutch. Now we can start installing all these things for a bit cheaper. Ideally, maybe we didn't need the echelon there, but I think this is going to help just keep pushing forward. Now we can reinstall the slap for free anywhere we want and keep building pressure. Oops, we're going to urban art. We're going to pull our slap back to our hand to take our clicks. We will telework. And now I think we run server 2 because we can get in pretty easily. Or do we strike? Wildcat strike? No. Nah. Run server 2. We don't need to strike yet. I'm just excited. I like Wildcat strike. It's always good. It's too. We don't know what option it's going to be, but they're both great. Tithe. All right. Encounter. We will break. Fully break? Do we care about the net damage? Kinda? Not really. 2 credits? I will break the gain a credit. Done. Fire. Continue. I'll eat a damage here. Maybe we should install a card, but if we install a card, then it's might pull a card to our hand that we will really don't want to lose. Peach or Sean. Maybe not ideal. Okay, reversed accounts. We should have expected that, I think. Maybe we should have installed a card. Maybe that was wrong. Let's just gain. Yeah, we should have installed a card. That was wrong. Well, let's run R&D. We'll pay for it. You know, we'll do it by running last click. This is how we make up for our mistakes on this channel. We just do questionable actions. Before the approach. Oh, we could get... No, we can't get a... Oh, we could get the con. No, we can't. Slap. Goes there. Yes. Approach. And we're not tagged, so we only have to break the one subroutine. Although I guess we could just use the cleaver to break both. Encounter. We'll just use it to break both. Why not? It's more efficient. This still did our thing that we wanted to, so. Now next turn we can install the conduit and just start slamming R&D. Ideally we probably want it. Oof, the third king making. That's pretty good for us. Yeah, I mean, ideally we want to hit R&D a bunch, but our opponent is kind of on the ropes here. I'm honestly tempted to Wildcat Strike and draw cards, because one of those cards, or a few of those cards, should be like Coalescence or Muse or something like that, and that can, like, the money, or Aesop's. All these cards are really good, and we want to be able to threaten this stuff, right? Because if they just start pushing here, we don't have the money to contest everything, which is a problem. But we do have money to install, so I say we just strike. Let's go. We got some money. Okay. Cool. Let me have a think here. All right, so I'm tempted to use the Muse to get the Coalescence back. Which isn't the most efficient. It turns our fake money into real money. Which I guess is okay. Maybe we do it. Okay, so I will trash this to install the Muse. I will select this. I will install the Lily Pad to draw a card. I'll install from my heap the Coalescence for free. I'll use these two to get money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have a lot of cards in our hand, and $1. We've used pretty much all of our triggers here. I suppose we could... We don't really want to spend the Muse. We don't really want to do it. Yeah, maybe this wasn't super great for us, huh? Maybe this wasn't super great. Sure, so we'll run R&D again. We just gotta keep doing it. Even though it looks not ideal for us to be doing the thing, we got to trust it. Alright. We shouldn't have trusted it. Let's use our ability to install an egret? Nope. Slap. Because Slap is free. We'll install Slap for free with the Urban Art. We will encounter. I will break... Do you want to spend 2 credits? I don't think so. I think we just break the click. Fire. And we're just going to gain a credit. This kind of isn't much. We know what that is now, which is nice, and we can play that Unity. We definitely don't need this. I need to keep this. I don't think we need 2 Slap Vandals right now. I need the Unity. The Egret, honestly, is probably not important at this stage of the game. Because we have the Unity, right? Like, we have our Breaker Suite. So everything else about on this run is going to be about money, or in this game is just going to be about money and being efficient. I don't think we need to use our tricks so much. Oh, but we do need to slam HQ. How much is this going to cost to break? Oh, wow. 3 credits, probably. Urban Arts, pull the slap back, take clicks. So this is ultimately the goal. I think we do this first. So we'll use urban art. Okay, great. Gain a credit, sure gamble. And I think we run 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's... Do we spend the click? Yeah, it's still value, right? So we'll actually run HQ, because this is going to give us 2 cards. We'll pay 3 to bypass. Card from hand. Funhouse. Card from hand. Hedge fund. Oh, and Hollow Man? Oh, whoops. No, that's fine. They don't have money. We don't need to trash it. And now we can pivot really nicely to... Oh, well, nope, just kidding. Now we're poor. Now we're both poor again. Oh, that's right. We knew that was there. And we goofed by not installing the Slap Vandal, which was part of the reason we ran this. But that's okay. It's really not super bad for us. Let's credit, run archives. I'm going to use Ari to install the slap on the capacitor, I suppose, to draw us a card. DZMZ will breach. Cool. And I think we're just going to gain a credit here. Cool. Because now we can install the conduit next turn for 1 credit, and it costs us 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we actually need to click for a credit in order to start slamming R&D. But once we start putting pressure on R&D, I don't think our opponent has a lot he can do. We're going to start seeing more cards that they have. If they purge, that's fine. It's okay. But we're in a really strong spot. Even without our money. Like, I feel like we haven't... Yeah, it's not even me losing it. Our whole economy has been sure gamble and telework contracts and DZMZ, right? Oh, and a single 2 coalescence, I guess. Single coalescence. Start turn, urban art, pull the slap back, take our clicks. Okay. The DZMZ would mean we spend 2 real credits. No, I think it's a bit late for that, or at least it's late for this turn. So we were going to gain a credit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. Play the conduit. Draw a card. Let's 1, 2, 3. You know what? Let's just gain a credit and run last click and save ourselves a buck. We'll encounter. We will use the our ID ability to slap the Enigma. Oh, we'll trash this. That's fine. Done. And then we'll break the end the run, fire and continue. We don't need the coalescence at this point. And we'll break this with our cleaver. And we'll see a card. All right, fair enough. But now we can keep it rolling. We can get the DZMZ down. If we see another coalescence, which I hope we do sooner than later, then we can install that over the Muse or over the slap, or really over a lot of these things. We're kind of in a driving seat here at this position, and it's going to be just not rocking the boat so hard that we capsize ourselves, basically, at this point. So we know it's going to be 1, 2, 3, or we do this later. I think we just do it later, truthfully. Let's credit DZMZ for free, and then conduit R&D. We'll use our ID ability to install slap, to draw a card. We'll use this to break the end the run. Fire continue. Keep it going. This capacitor is just going to cost us 1 credit again. So 1 credit. Breach. Business as usual, that's probably going to get used. And Spin Doctor, we'll place that and end our turn. So we're not like gaining money, which seems like it would be a problem, but our economy's doing okay. Tenuously okay, I suppose we'll say. As long as we can click for enough credits to get through R&D, we're good. Which is only 2 credits, so which is pretty fortunate for us. Sudden Commandment to draw 2 cards. So R&D is also fresh. I really think they're going to business as usual if they drew 2 cards, but maybe they're trying to figure out if they have a combo here, if they can go off. I hope they can. I'd love to see them go off. Cool. What they do? Hedge fund. Hedge fund, give money. Okay. And advance something over there. That's interesting. Oh, it's probably another reversed accounts, right? It's gotta be. They left us a conduit, though. That's neat. I think we credit, run. I don't think we worry about this. If it's an agenda, they get some more points. Oh. Ooh. We'll draw a card. Hey, there we go. We'll break the end of the run. Fire. Continue. Cool. Yeah, we got a ton of pressure now with the trick shot. Well, I guess the trick shot's not going to do us too much more than our capacitor is at this point, but it kind of lets us build capacitor and save some money. There it is. GG. I was so worried about the text. So he's showing us our hand. Business as usual, Funhouse, License Acquisition, Spin Doctors, Psycho, Stoke, and Tithe. Yeah, honestly, that's true. Once they helped me remove the tags to the piranhas, I was like, I felt like I had to remove the tags. That makes sense. Very fitting. Fun, thanks for the game. This is pretty good. We were able to dig out, like, getting the capacitor back down to strength here was a huge help. Having an answer to the piranhas, and we had some more answers here, so they weren't able to ever keep us out entirely. But this was an economic war. Like, their deck was is really trying to push our economy. Like, we saw the reversed accounts, we saw 2 of them. Like, they're hurting us for money, but the problem is all this stuff is expensive for them too, right? Like, Hollow Man is 2 to res and 4 to use. Like, that, it's really hard to have money for this. Psychographics is really expensive. Like, yeah, this is all a lot of expensive stuff. So, fortunately, we had just enough economy here that we could outlast them. Even though it wasn't ideal, right? Like, this is probably going to be mostly economy. Yeah, we have telework, Muse, which could be a coalescence, or any other answer, really. Sure Gamble, Art, which would have helped. 2 more coalescence, another telework. You know, 2 trick shots are down here. Our window of opportunities, and both of our Sachis and our Aesops too. Like, Aesops, 2 Aesops in the bottom 5 cards isn't good for this deck. Like, theoretically, I probably could have tried to mulligan for an Aesops or a Urban Art, and in theory, that's what this deck wants to do. But I think that worked out, you know, truthfully. So, oops. How do you type? Let's just do any side. I want to kind of play again. I would like to play that. Actually, you know what? Let's see if we can get that. Oops. We did this wrong. Live, we want to run, and we want to do startup. We still are running startup. But, like, it just shows you what this deck can do, right? Like, even without the economy, I was still able to threaten. I mean, yeah, we got our cleaver early, which helps a lot, especially when you're playing against NBN with pings, but we didn't have the economy necessarily to remove the tags, but we kept the driver going. And we were able to get out of the tag hole, even though our opponent is, like, really trying to pressure our economy. Not only through applying the pressure with tags, but through, like, the reversed accounts and making us pay a lot of money just to kind of try and exist in the space, which is pretty good. So, hey there, cool. Yeah, and we got a Wayland deck. This is pretty popular in my meta as well. I think I have some idea of what we're going to see. These are really good. I love Dockland's Pass against Wayland. I think that's great. DZMZ when we have, like, the slap and the saucy. I think this is good. This is good. Yeah. Let's just go for it. No hard money, but some long-term money. Hopefully, we can make use of, and if we can get Saucy to fire early, we'll be in good shape too. So we might play into their ice here, because we have Saucy, specifically because we drew that. Would be a bit better if we could find an Urban Art to pair with it, and then maybe, like, get multiple fires, but I think it's a good place to be. Yes, they're going to protect HQ. So we don't play the Docklands until we know we can get through this, right? But this could be something as simple as, like, an Ice Wall, which isn't going to be... It'll be fine against us, I think. But Wayland is a ID. Like, this can get very expensive for us very quickly. The way that their ice or their cards are positioned right now, they have the scariest, well, not like the scariest in terms of effects, but the scariest in terms of cost, like end game cost for us to break. It can be very, very high, especially with Isaac. That can increase the strength of the ice and such things. So not advancing this card. Okay. I think we draw for sure. Gamble. Nope. Which is fine. So we DZMZ, and we're going to I'm going to let my opponent know. I'm going to run R&D, and I'll use this for a Saucy. Cool. Cool. Which is free. That's fine. I would love to have that back, but I mean, I guess we could try and bait out the trick shot, turn $1 of fake money into $3 of real money, which I could see that being a reasonable play if we need to, but I would prefer if they have a remote before we do that, especially if we can threaten it with the slap vandal too. The new remote, that is. I don't think I never really want to have, like, 2 Trojans on a single, like, unresed piece of ice. It seems bad. Let's draw Coalescence. That's really good. That's really good for us. I think we're gonna play the Coalescence, get our value. Do we want to try and bait out the trick shot? We could try and bait out the trick shot, or bait out a res with the trick shot. We have a slap vandal. I don't think they have a ton of money. Yeah, let's do it. This gives us a little bit of money. It mostly just gives us this. I know we said we wanted to wait for the remote. Treasure program that is not a decoder, fracture, killer, trust and sold resource or piece of hardware. Give the runner a tag. Well, I don't love that. So, do we actually... No, you're good. We can get through this. They're probably... I don't know what they're going to trash. I don't know if we want to feed it, really. So all of these are going to fire. We can only break one. No, I don't think we do. I think we just let it fire. Yeah. It's alright. It's not that bad. Like, it's not great, but... I don't think they're trying to kill us. I don't really care if they try. Let's just draw. At least they have no money. That's worth it, right? Not letting them have money. You know, spending 6 for the hammer, and we can pressure HQ a little bit here. This could be an ice wall, which is a reasonable guess. This is an ice wall, but we do have this. Yeah, let's just see if we can get into HQ. Let's poke. At least see what answers we need. Breach, cool. Isaac, yeah. Clearinghouse. Great. Telework, and oops. Nope, we don't have money. Gain a credit, remove tag. Yeah, I don't want to give them the opportunity to trash a bunch of money with our telework. I mean, sometimes it's good, but at this state, like, Waylon can get money so easily from having no money, so it's really not good. In theory, we could have threatened running through the hammer multiple times, but it's not really worth it. I really want to get rid of that clearinghouse, because that could potentially be a big problem later, though. I mean, Isaac is also a big problem. We need money, honestly, to handle this deck. So I think, yeah, maybe the DZMZ is going to be a bigger deal than we thought. But let's keep pushing. We need to draw through. We need to see cards, honestly, because like the DZMZ or excuse me, the Aesops. I like Aesops would be really big against this deck. It's going to be economy. This is going to be an economic war. So using our trick shots intelligently is a good place to start. So far, we're not doing great. So far, not a good start to the game plan we should be taking, huh? That's fine. As I said, Ari's hard. That's the one thing I've learned about this deck is the triggers that it has are silly. There's so many different ways and plans of attack and ways to like handle it. I'm sure some of you were screaming or had different ideas last game when we had the conduit of like how we applied pressure and when we tried to apply that pressure. And you probably had a better line. If you had a better line, let me know. Or let me know what line you think we should have taken, because I love hearing different ways that people play Ari. As I said, I'm a reformed Shaper player, so super curious. So I'm expecting this probably like a Managarm is likely, or it could be another Isaac or a Tucana. If they have a Tucana, it's pretty likely. And advancing it, showing it could be a Charlotte. Let's draw. Oh, that's good. So we can apply pressure here pretty well. Ideally, I'd like to trick shot this, but I can't deal with the hammer. So we could do telework, gamble, run. That's okay. let's force something on server 1. Whoredom. Okay. We'll Ari, the Slap Vandal. Encounter. I will break the end the run. They can gain a credit. Yes, Tucana. Sure thing. Sure thing. Sure thing. Alright. Slash and burn? Trying to score it. Oh, they must be flooded. We deal with this. Yeah, we deal with that. Yeah, I feel like they're getting flooded if they're trying to score out of slash and burn. Or maybe they're... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we got to keep hitting HQ. I mean, now we don't really have the answer anymore. If they res like an ice wall or something silly, we can keep slamming HQ until we get an urban art down. But again, we need to draw. Now we have shown our hand a bit here. We show that we have the pressure. They could just decide to advance this a few times, and this is dead. Like, that's the one thing, is I don't know... Is Whoredom is actually, like, a big problem for our deck. It would make us install the Unity, which fortunately we have, but it's still 1, 2, 3, 4 credits to break through a Whoredom. I don't want to spend that. I really don't want to spend that. I need to get another breaker down to deal with it well. Cool. Nothing to install in advance here too. Yeah, I think they're flooded. I do think they're flooded, but I don't have a super great answer either. So let's just keep... Oops. Well, that's fine. Probably didn't want to leave credits on that. Would have been good, actually, against our last opponent. We could have left our money on Coalescence instead of in our credit pool, and then it's safe from the reversed accounts play. Something to keep in mind, too. Opponents just gaining money. So they might have some government contracts or something. Some big operation they need to stabilize a bit. Man, hitting the Isaac, another Isaac instead of a Tucana there was huge. Install another card in the server. Okay. Okay. It's pretty cheap to check. We don't have an answer to HQ. Let's draw. That's not ideal. Let's draw again. It's also not ideal. Do we want to draw again? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 6. We're all gonna have to discard a card. We have 3. We really need something to give us MU. Man, that DZMZ is looking more painful every turn, huh? Every single turn. I think we install the Unity and run the remote and give them a credit. No, let's just gain a credit. It's not... I don't think it's worth it. It might be. Maybe they are just trying to force something out. And they're going to slash and burn, expend something else. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think this was... In advance those, gain some money. Okay. Okay. So really not... Or I guess we have a muse. We do have some answers to get into HQ. I actually think it's a little bit more okay than I think. Let's put a saucy on this. Insufficient MU. Woof. Okay, that's not ideal. We could spree here, but it's not good for us to spree here. Let's just run HQ. I think we have ways around this. Tree line. Okay. We probably wanted to spree there. Or we just let this fire this time. And they don't have money. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just let this fire. We'll draw. Finally. Let's not let them know we have this. Oops. Or well, let's just accidentally click the button. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. Intended. Perfectly planned. Intelligent, well thought out Netrunner. Exactly what we're all here for. That's what we wanted to do. I mean, we needed to do it anyway. No way. You're not gonna... Oh, no. Oh, no. Is this a clearinghouse? Oh, no. Oh, this is a problem. We need to use this, but we don't have a way to get in here. We can muse. Oh, no, we can't muse. Oh, no. We don't know what this is. We need to muse twice to not die. I mean, at least let's figure it out. Oh, man. Let's figure this out. I mean, we can just go get a breaker. I just don't want to. I don't want our stuff to get like stuck on muse or on muse. That's the problem. Let's try again. Another trick shot. Okay. So I think we trick shot and muse for Physarum to get past the hammer, but then we don't have a barrier breaker. This isn't ideal. Do we just spree? Oh, you know what? Let's just spree HQ. This is fine. I actually think this is a flexible card in this deck, and I always am hesitant to use it, but I think we can rearrange our stuff significantly enough here with spree that it makes this make sense. So we are going to use spree, move the saucy here. Oh, protecting this server. Oh, shit. Okay. Well. And we will use the slap to break. Continue. But we're going to see 2 cards here. This is a fine amount of pressure. Hollow Man. We do trash that here. And government subsidy. So we were right that they wanted that. We can't die to that right now. For whatever value we get from not dying, you know, intrinsic value on cards is not dying, which I think is pretty okay. But we might have to eat it. If they advance that, yeah, they're going to do it. So that's clearly a clearinghouse. Undoubtedly so. We need to muse to get a barrier breaker. Oh god, we need so much stuff. I think we shouldn't have used the spree. It's 1, 2, 3. Because now it's going to cost us 1, 2, 3 credits to break the Whoredom. They don't have money. But they don't have money. I don't think we need the trick shot because they just don't have money for anything. If it's a barrier, we can muse to get a slap. And then pay 3, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 credits. And then 3 more. For the Whoredom. If it's a sentry, we can mute. Yeah, we're okay. Credit, credit, credit. Oh, we need the money for the clearinghouse too. Well, you win some, you lose some. Ice wall. Okay. So we are going to use Ari for Muse. We will Muse our stack for slap. Yes. How much is clearinghouse? Ooh. Hmm. Hey, my opponent's on it. My opponent's on it. I appreciate that. I was going to do it anyway, but... Match. Break the end of the run. Continue. No, yeah, I was. Which is true. That that DZMZ trash really did do it. I wonder maybe if I could have. I don't know if the trick shot would have helped. Two, I make the run. I don't use my ability. Yeah, I don't think it matters. GG. I didn't. But I was feeling it all game. All game. Happens. Math is hard. I do. Oops. Just never saw it. Oh, so much better. So much better. The installs feel smooth. Which is true, which is really cool. Yeah, I guess, see, this is things that we see. I did play a game yesterday at the meetup where I had 2 DZMZs and this deck just sung. Everything was nice. I ran so smooth. It was very cheap. And it was nice. So I guess I should have assumed that based on playing in person, but... See you around. Which is great. You know, that's sometimes it's true. That happens. I mean, last game we didn't get it, and we were able to squeak out a win. So it definitely is game dependent. But even in this game, I think we probably could have contested this if we went about it a different way. And so let's think about this for a second. If we Play a muse for 2 credits. See, that's the problem, is everything costs so much money with the muse. With the extra 2 credits on top, that I think slap was really the only way around it. If like for cheap, just for cost wise, right? Like you can't see any of this. You can't see any of my information. Let's get that out of here for a second. So we had to click with the basic action a few times. 7 times. Our opponent had to do it 10. We just didn't have the answers. Like our I don't think our numbers are bad. 9 cards. We probably would have liked to see that be a little bit higher. Some of that was the you know, this clearinghouse and a lot of these upgrades, which was kind of unfortunate for us too. But I mean, still, all of these cards whittled us down. Like, we spent 4 trashing Isaacs. We spent, you know, we trashed this, we trashed this. And maybe we probably didn't need to trash the Hollow Man too. That's another good lesson I think we can take from this. Trashing the Hollow Man when they were at 2 credits might have been us overextending a little bit. Art was a few down, but we didn't have... I mean, I guess we did have a Diesel in our hand, right? We had a... no, we didn't. So maybe it doesn't matter. We didn't really have a ton of good answers. The card draw. This deck spends a lot of clicks for draw, even with 3 Diesels. Wonder if there's something that we could do. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Let's just see what we can hop in. I would love to play some Corpse too, but let's just see what we got here. We'll do startup. Give me live. And see what we can pop in. I'd love to play more Ari. I do also want to play the that Wayland deck a little bit that we've been messing around with. The Hearts and Minds card, like, that's been an interesting, fun thing to move stuff around. Or excuse me, not Hearts and Minds. I'm thinking of a different deck. I'm losing it. We're losing it. It's this, it is Hearts and Minds. Yeah. Okay. No, the other deck I was thinking of a different card. This has worked a bit, and we were able to do some cheeky stuff last night. Hey there. With it, but you know, sometimes I want to test consistency. It's like this. We've won 1 and lost 1, I think, or something like that. I don't know. We're here to play Netrunner. Stats don't really matter, right? This is great. I love this start. This is really fast. This is going to give us a really, really fast start. It's either going to be explosive with cards or explosive with, well, actually both. I mean, we can't miss. Cool, great. Strike. Always a good time to play a strike. Gives the Corp the decision whether they want to give us cards or money. Both are pretty solid right now. They gave us cards. Oh, what good news. Happy days, right? We'll do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, huh? We'll do this. Get some power counters, and we will do... we probably shouldn't have clicked this, but it got us on the board. I think our order was wrong. Is our order wrong? Never mind. Never mind. We'll eat that. Eat the L. That's what these games are for. We should have thought about it a bit more. Installed the DZMZ, installed the Coalescence, installed the ASOPs. And that way it's a bit more efficient than this. I think we actually lost effectively a click of credit, click of value with the the telework this turn. But I think that's okay. You know, you gotta goof sometimes. We're just doing it a lot today. So we'll start turn. We'll Aesop's the Coalescence, which seems good. We'll take our clicks. We will Diesel. Cool. Telework. DZMZ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's run the R&D and see if we get an action here. Magnet, that's one that we want to see now. Hosted program loses all abilities. Okay, so that is going to, we're going to use Ari still and install a free Peach-a-Shaw, because this is one that we can live without for a minute. We'll just install that over there. That's fine. But it's free. Free for us with the DZMZ. It's gonna be able to get pulled back to our hand with Urban Art too, if we can get to that point. So I'm rather okay with it as a plan here. So let me make this bigger and get my face back out of the the chat box here. Oh, my face is real big, huh? Let's make this a little bit smaller. Cool. Try and do that. Gain a credit. Spin. Discard some stuff. We will not Aesop's anything. This is fine. First step, let's run archives. See if we can force some spin action. I mean, we probably could have just run spin. Yeah, they're going to spin anyway. That's fine. We'll breach. Great. We will telework. We are going to draw a card, and we are going to Urban Art. Cool. Now we're able to keep all of our stuff moving forward. We'll pull the Peach-a-Shaw back with the Aesop or the Urban Art, excuse me, get $2, and then we're gonna pawn this telework and save ourselves a click. Because either one's 3 credits, so. And it gives us a bit of flexibility. Perfect. So head draw, gain 1 hedge fund. Okay, cool. Start. We are going to pawn the telework. We're going to Urban Art the Peach-a-Shaw. We will take our clicks. And now we can spend our clicks to install stuff. Let's draw Unity. That's good. That's a nice thing to install. Our opponent does have some money. We have a little bit more, actually. Yeah, we'll install the Unity for free. And I think we run HQ, because the Physarum can get us out of some pressure. Let's Docklands and run HQ. This might not actually end up being a completed run, depending on how it goes. But we also can install the Peach-a-Shaw if it's easier than we expect. So that we do have some flexibility here too. MIC. Lose a click, and the run. Is this worth the Physarum? 3 clicks. I think making them res this is quite okay right now. I'll put a Peach-a-Shaw on it for a credit. We'll encounter and we'll fire. That's fine. Ultimately, that's okay. Again, this still gains us a credit. Effectively, this was a click for a credit, and it gained us information, and it forced our corp to spend 6 credits. So this is okay. And this tells me that they're flooded, because this was probably a defensive upgrade, like a Managarm, is what I think this is. And they're showing, because we Docklands passed, right? We are threatening 2 cards on HQ, And I think it's a big problem for them, which is nice. It's always a good thing to know. But because we also can put on pressure with Conduit. But Conduit's quite a bit more expensive. And it costs us 1, 2, 3. It costs us 3 right now. So we need another breaker before I think we can really pressure it. Unless, oh no, because we can't put anything on that magnet. So yeah, we need another breaker. Let's draw. Let's draw. Let's draw. None of these are particularly excellent. But maybe we do... No, I don't want to run R&D without anything. So let's just run archives. I'll use Ari to install the Pichachon on the MIC. We'll breach. Archived. Cool. And turn, and we're going to discard these two. I don't think we particularly need the 2. This is again, this is a click for 2 credits now. The Pichachon's free. And we can use the Urban Art credits as any credits. So this can help get us our Conduit down and or our Cleaver. Like next turn, we can spend both of these. What's it? 7 credits, and it cost us 6. So we can spend 2 credits, 2 real credits for both the Cleaver and the Conduit. And then it costs us 2 more to run the R&D. So it gives us good opportunity for pressure here. Although they're gaining money. They're gaining money pretty efficiently. So I don't know if we want to show our hand yet. We might not want to do that until we can do it a couple of times. Because this is also a bit annoying. Another DZMZ, that's pretty okay. Actually, let's do that. Let's get the DZMZ. Let's get the Cleaver. And let's run archives again. Oops, oops, sorry. Sorry. Sorry, click too quick. I don't think that's a problem. I think our opponent knew that we were doing that, and isn't too upset. That's, you know, that's a little goof. Little J-Knight goof. Never hurt anybody. Oops. Cool. That's all. Always love that from Netrunner players here. Making sure that the game stays right. It's like one of the best things. This happens all the time in person too. Is like players will stop and like make sure it's like, are you all set? Is like, this your game state? Or like people will pause and actually ask for action. And give their opponent a chance to react and give them a chance. And it's also fun because it's a cool opportunity for bluffing. I used to do this a lot too if I'm playing like a fast advanced deck and I'm trying to bait out a clot or something. You know, install action. Because you never know if you have a sand down, there's been ways to like quickly get those advancement counters. And it's so cool. It's so cool. I know none of that probably makes sense if you weren't around to that part of the game, but trust me, it was a real thing, and it's very good. Oh, and we can't even install the Pichachon there. Okay, well, I think we hit it. I think we do some of the pressure. It's gonna cost us 4. We're gonna do this twice. Match and break. See 2 cards in there. Oppo! Well, copy you. Copy you. I wanted to do more. I think we're actually instead going to get some money. Scary stuff. We saw the Oppo, so always fun. Always good fun. Neverwinter players have great table talk. It's good. But they're still drawing. I think they're really flooded. I do think that they have it pretty bad. Or they just want to keep their digital life going and get a bunch of money, and they're going to install some ice. But either way, probably not great for us. Okay, so forcing us to do something. The Egret's nice, Fizarum's nice. We have ways around all of this. So, oh, we didn't install. Oh, well, this is how it goes. This is going to be how it be sometimes. Let's draw. Slap is pretty nice. Slap is actually really nice for our stuff. Let's put a Peachachon out, or do we just want to put the Egret out, and then we can run? Egret is pretty fun. We need to have credits. We need to have credits. It's free, sure. Oh, a rezzed piece of ice. Oh, well, okay. Got it. Keep on keeping on. Let's see if we are gonna get blown out. Sentry. All right, 3 strength Sentry. We are going to use Ari to install an Egret on the Jaguarundi. We will encounter it, and we will break with our Cleaver. Continue, encounter, and we'll spend 2 credits to break and breach. Archive memories, biotic labor, get another virus counter, and let's gain a credit. And just keep the money up. This is scary going up against like this, where they have Oppo. We know they have Oppo, and I'm not sure what they have Oppo for. Unless it's just like a greasing the palm kind of vibe. What did they corporate? Oh, hospitality at your digital life. That's pretty good. Money is definitely, yeah, greasing the palm. So we do see that. So it's, oh, install, remove a tag, advance. So probably fast advance, I guess, would be the answer. Probably some Vitruvius with the superconducting hub. It makes sense. With the your digital life, it makes sense. I think we've uncovered what they are up to, but R&D is pretty inexpensive. So we'll Urban Art, we'll get this Egret back. Take clicks. We will not Aesops. So it's 1, 2, 3 to get through the server. So let's credit, conduit, Ari to install the Egret on the Jaguarundi. We'll encounter. We'll break with the Cleaver. And our opponent has a ton of money. It's going to cost us 2 more. I mean, this isn't getting us ahead, right? It's like our money sometimes can feel like we're just like coasting. We can't trash that. But now we at least don't have to run next turn. And we really don't want to trash that because of the Oppos anyway. So I think we can only trash something if it's really, really important at this point. I still would love to see a lily pad, though. Lily pad would be tight. Get some money. Or get some card draw, which is what we could really use. Alright, install. Yeah, this is going to be a big piece of ice, but we don't have to run here. We'll Urban Art to take the Egret back. Take our clicks. We're not going to Aesops. Let's draw and see some stuff. This is really good. Oh, this is really good. Let's draw again. Okay. We won't show the Sure Gamble for a little bit. We can definitely install the Coalescence. That's basically a click for 7 with our 2 DZMZs and our Aesops. I kind of want to run for our art. Our run for our art. I still really want to hit HQ too. But I think we just run archives and we'll use Ari. Let's just keep all this stuff rolling, huh? We'll do the cheaper one. We'll stick the Peach Shaw on the MIC using the Urban Art. And we will breach and turn. I think we gotta start. I think hitting HQ at this point. Well, no. Let's just let them cook. Let's just let them do their thing. They're gonna fast advance something out here. And it's just another 1-pointer? Okay. And I think they finished drawing through our conduit. So everything on R&D is fresh now. Start turn. Let's Aesops the Coalescence. Let's Urban Art the Peach of Shaw. We'll take our clicks. Now we have a million answers. So what's going to be the best one? Let's... Oh, wow. We have a number of answers that we can do. Okay. We'll install the egret on Jaguarundi. And we're going to run in case we need to slap this. Right? Tag. I don't want to tag or core damage. I don't want really to... Or we could even Fizzarum. Yeah, let's just run R&D. Or not do this. Let's run R&D. It is a big one. Okay. We can't Fizzarum. We could slap... Well, we can't really slap it. I mean, we could slap it. We could slap it. And click through the other ones. That's not bad. Let's do that. I do wish I had the Peach Sean here, but I don't. There we go. I guess we could zoom out a little bit to make all my cards more fun or more work in a nicer way, even though my conduit is way under here. But that's hard to deal with. All right, fully break Jaguarundi. Continue to approach ice. Encounter. Break for 2. Breach. Steal that. Greasing the palm. Manigarm. Yeah, we get rid of that. And the virus counter. Because we still don't have threat. So the Oppo really isn't great. Yeah, Perch. That makes sense. Reasonable. Reasonable take. I'll get the egret back. Diesel. So 1, we get a bunch of cards. We sure gamble. We can take some time off. They don't have a lot of pressure. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, huh? Sure gamble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sure, whatever. It's free. It's free. It's free. We didn't get value on this turn with our DZMZ and Urban Art, but I think it's okay. Our opponent doesn't have a lot. We don't need to put pressure on R&D. I feel like it's a Manigarm over HQ. YDL. Gee, oh, and they drew 3 more cards, huh? They're just... I think they're more likely going to deck themselves than... Oh, there's a combo. What is their combo? Unless it's just a biotic labor. Are they just... I mean, maybe that is their whole thing. Maybe that is the whole thing. One, two, three, four. I think the Fizzarum here is going to be the cheapest way we get through this. Fizzarum would be the cheapest way we get through that. Thinking. I think we do want to start pressuring HQ a little bit. We have the Egret, we have the Fizzarum. Egret on the MIC doesn't do a lot. Fizzarum on the MIC is pretty good. So then I think we install the Egret. Oh, fuck. We can't install the Egret. It's not rezzed. So we install the Fizzarum. Oh, no, but then it's going to eat our DZMZ. Well, can't have it all, huh? Can't have it all. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and then they could trash that. 1, 2. I did this wrong. I did this wrong. Let's draw again. Okay. Not great. Not a good turn. I think we're going to start seeing them do some shenanigans. I think they're trying to score out of hand. Score 5 points out of hand. And it might be really hard to stop them. Honestly. Oh, interesting. Just installing stuff. What are they doing here? What are they doing? I am not sure. I'm tempted to run these things. I'm tempted to run HQ. I think we gotta run HQ. I think the most important thing we can do is run HQ. Installing the Saucy doesn't do much. Installing the Pishashan is pretty good. Most likely they're gonna install like something big. But what sentries are not drafter? What sentries are we really worried about? Well, here, draw a card. Egret we can't install yet. Slap we could install. I don't think we want to play either of those. We want to keep it. Saucy I don't think is going to help us so much. Just run HQ. Let's make them spend some stuff. Brawn. Okay, that will make us spend some stuff. We could try and... Oh, if we click through it, the MIC is not going to work. We could click through the last one. Oh, we could click through the last one. Oh, and they could install another one. Continue to encounter. How much is this to break? 8? 8 credits? And that's 3. That's 11. What's that gonna be? All right, well, let's do it. Another magnet. Okay. We'll break that, of course. Yep, that's what we thought here. We'll spend 2 clicks. Card from hand, wage workers, card from hand, biotic. Cool. I think we gotta run one of these, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll trash either of these. I don't think it's super important. Doesn't matter. We can't do anything about it. Alright, that's fine. Let him do it. Let him go off. You go off. Biotic and YDL, okay? I don't think we need 2 sprees. Although the spree does get the Fizzarum off. Oh, that's actually quite clever. This is pretty good. Like, our opponents really kept us out. I guess, have they? I mean, we hit them pretty hard. We were slamming R&D. Because do we want to install? We don't have the money to hit HQ anymore, if we're being honest. So yeah, we'll Urban Art the Peach of Sean. Actually, you want to sell it? Can get us off that. We just can't run that. And either of those spots doesn't help me either. So let's just Aesop's that. Take clicks. Take clicks. I'm not sure what our solution is. The 2 bronze are really killing us here, huh? Bronze really tough. And they're gonna shuffle 2 more of something in. It's just gotta be money, right? It's gotta be some, like... I mean, I guess we do this. Gets us out of a hole. Diesel... Oh, wait, a trick shot's pretty good, huh? We play trick shot in this deck, right? I feel like I've seen it before. And now we don't have enough clicks if we drew one. I think we just need to money up? I don't know, man. I don't know what we're looking for here. Saucy seems like it's a not helpful card at this point of this stage of the game. Yeah, like they're greasing. Okay. Oh, I'm so curious. I want him to go off. Could you imagine if we also just stalled them out long enough? Like, there's a possibility that we're getting them to the point that they're gonna run out of steam or they're not hitting their cards. And because it's tight. This is tight. Okay, let's see. Yeah. 2, 3. Oh. Oh, we don't have any more clicks left, so let's just for one. Okay. I was expecting... Seems good. I think we gotta take care of this wage workers. Alright, so we're gonna pawn off this telework and save us some time. We will take our clicks. We will run... We're gonna get oppoed is what's gonna happen. Oh, we're gonna get oppoed. Oh, they're clever. I like this deck. It actually kind of gets you to a point where you can't... Where I'm gonna be hosed, I think. But let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. I guess we gotta run server 6. Breach. Trash. It's telework. We do have lily pad. I don't know if it's worth running HQ at this point. It costs us a lot. We no longer costs us a bunch for the MIC as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess only 4. Unless we install the slap on the brawn, but then the cleaver is super expensive. So I think here, oh, 1, 2. If we install the egret, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 credits to get through that. 12 credits to get through that. Let's not do that this turn, I think. Let's just gain some money and install the egret on the brawn to draw a card. We can pull the egret back too. Honestly, I don't know. I think we no longer have the value. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna install advance. Seems good. Maybe we should have just run HQ. I mean, oof. I guess the game, yeah. With the Managarm. The MIC was huge. MIC was huge there. Which is true. Like, honestly, they played it well. Like, I just didn't have an answer here. And maybe we should have, like, run it and trashed it earlier. Maybe that is on us and we kind of focused too hard on R&D. Thanks. Well played. Thanks for the game. Pretty good. It's a really nice plan. I mean, sustain lasts long enough, get $1 million. I mean, even with all that money, they were still almost out at the end. But if you know it's finite, like all of their money was like pretty focused, right? It's not a deck that's like trying to do a bunch of things and like have a remote server anyway just to like make the court or runner spend resources. It's like, this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna make it hard for you to get into the 2 servers where I will ever stick agendas and deal with it, you know? And it has a lot of answers. Like the magnet's really good for our board state. Like even with the spree, we could have done some juggling here, but it's not gonna be super efficient with a Brawn, and like another breaker. If we had an echelon, I guess we could have mused to get an echelon, which would have saved us. I don't, because we really didn't even have that until late in the game, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't have messed around so much with urban art. Like, this is just a waste, right? We didn't ever need those 4 credits. Window would have been okay. Actually, window would have been pretty good. Pretty good here. 2 Muse, 2 slaps, echelon, all 3 of our trick shots. Yeah, it was okay. I mean, I'm not going to say that our economy did us in, because unlike the last games, we had our Aesops and our urban art, and we had a lot of money. So I just think this was maybe a misplay. We probably should have at least pressured HQ. Because, right, if we take the Vitruviuses, they can't score them. And if we take the 2 send messages, we win. And I mean, the odds of hitting them both, either of those, aren't super high, because we can only get in once. But I think it's worth it. It at least gives us another turn, right? And maybe I think the error here was actually compounding from earlier in the game when we couldn't trash this Managarm. And not, I don't know if we mentioned it, but I was pretty confident this was a Managarm, and I was confident they were flooded. So I think I just psyched myself out a little bit with the MIC. So lots of stuff to learn from this game for sure. For sure. But I am glad, really happy that we were able to sit and show you this deck. I know we got to retool it a bit last week, so really excited to show you guys how these games went. And this was pretty indicative of what I've been seeing in person. So I might mess around with this off screen a little bit, but I think next week we're gonna come back and I'll have some different decks for you guys. We've been messing with these 2 for a little bit of time here, and I think it's gonna be good to mix it up, and maybe we'll make our own decks and make some decks on stream. That'll be fun too, and you can see what goes into my brain when I deck build, because it's weird, but it's fun. It's a good time. So thank you very much for joining me. Stoked to have you with us, and again, next week we are going to be back. Next week we are going to be back on Friday at 2 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the Super Bowl or whatever else you got going on this weekend. And we'll catch you around. Later.